Hey, what your boys there? How many one's doing today? As for me, surprised, curious, and tired from today. Holy sh! I was tired from work, but yeah, that's not the point. I'm surprised and curious about today's topic. Didn't expect to have to make it a video about today, but here I am. So, we're gonna just quickly talk about, I guess, the update on drama between drama. That's an understatement now. Um, between Waifu, Giga Music, and three individuals. Uh, Although it seems like they only like to address two of them, which we'll speak about that in a moment here. TLDR, three people came up and said, "Hey, we were mistreated, and illegal things happened between us and Giga Music or Waifu." And this is the response to that. So if you want to check out, I have a video on. You can check it right up there. Anyways, I also want to say I apologize. I didn't summarize their statements. I had planned on doing it, but once I read it, I understood that a lot of it was screenshots, and I don't want to minimize what they said. But a lot of that was screenshots, and it was easily kind of summarized, I guess, by just reading through it yourself. So if you want to go read that, absolutely take your time and do that. But again, I don't know what's true or not. I don't want to minimize who suffered through anything. Anyways, the first thing I'll start with today is talking about Digitrev's statements on the current matter. Let's go to the desktop view here, and here we can see this is a document from Digi. I'll link his tweet so you can check it out for yourself, talking about the current issue. And a lot of people are reading this, obviously, as well. So I'm going to just do a little summary here for you guys. So from what it looks like from his previous tweet, and later on you'll see, he feels like he's dragged into this situation unnecessarily. He starts by saying that it seems to be a collaborative effort of people to mar the reputation of Waifu and Giga Music Group. Bullet points seem to be very clear, easy to read. Says that Waifu and Giga has not attacked anyone. Says that Matt hates everything. That's their full name there. Brought up sexual topics about Waifu that had nothing to do with his reputation, as in Matt's reputation. The last bullet point, as suspected, he feels like he was dragged into this situation unnecessarily. Now, we'll go to the next point here. This is a chunk of text about Louverture. And so this is the artist that feels that they were owed money for royalties because they wrote the song Design that Waifu has made. So we'll go through the notes here that he has on Louverture. There's this chunk here, but you can look at here. Apparently, they rarely talked. So Giga and Louverture, or Lou, have talked. And apparently there's only one issue that regarded him with Project Melody in those three, so I guess that's something I didn't know about. And Digi was not aware that Lou had ghostwritten the song Design. So it's very interesting. It seems like that's going to be something I'll bring up later on. Next up, we'll talk about Matt hates everything. Again, a lot of stuff said here, and I don't want to minimize anything, but I'll say what I think is important through here. It's a similar case with Lou, where they rarely talked and spoken. Digi reached out to Matt specifically because he heard there was some rumors about Matt organizing some way of targeting an attack on Waifu. Matt apparently showed no proof of bad doings by Waifu, and he also commented on moderators harassing. He was in quotes there, harassing Matt, and it looks like he was doing things that weren't appropriate. And apparently he claimed that whatever he was being, I guess, reprimanded on was harassing him. So there's no proof. Looks like that. I don't know for sure what's going on. And it seemed like apparently he was using Waifu to gain clout for himself. And according to his previous tweet and statement here, Digi was not asked permission to use his conversations as proof. Which I could argue against, really. But I don't know how involved. I've not done it. Maybe not enough a thorough read of Matt's stuff. But when I guess you are involved with things, I guess you get dragged in and you do have to be involved, I guess. But that's kind of me in another situation. Will come up soon, but completely separate from these things, I tell you, okay? But yeah, I don't have much on his statements, really. They speak for themselves. It's pretty clear from what I see. But I do wonder what you guys think. I will admit I am kind of biased since I was able to speak to him directly. So take what I say with a grain of salt. Always. Doesn't even matter if it's about Digitrap. So next up, we'll speak about Madge. So we will easily know who that is because they introduce themselves. They are a manager of Giga Music Group, and they say they want to keep things short because apparently now this is a legal case. Oh boy, I did not expect that today. So it looks like it's a lawsuit, or I wouldn't say lawsuit, but some legal thing, including Giga Music Group, their partners, versus Louverture and their partners. And it looks like Madge thinks that the legal route would have been easiest to like talk to a lawyer about getting royalties. But claims that Lou has taken the defamation route. Spicy. I won't go through the details, but I will go through the TLDR. You can see it right here. Lou and YFU had an agreement outside of Giga Music Group. Lou contacts Madge about the royalties a year later, and then Madge then learns about the involvement of Lou through YFU after speaking to her about it. And we can see a little note after that saying that apparently they have been contacted twice by Lou about this situation, and it looks like from 2021 last year, so not this year, last year. I won't go to the screenshots, but take your time, read that to make sure you know what you're talking about. And the very last thing here that Lou says is that, well, it's unfortunate that things have gone this way, and they seem to not really want to go with this route, but for a lawsuit or legal battle, I'll call it. And we'll see what happens. I wouldn't say excited, but I'm interested in seeing how things develop through this, because this is kind of my first foray into looking at something involving lawsuits and people. Oh boy. And the last thing we'll go through, now I won't go through comprehensively, as these two haven't gone through comprehensively either, but there was a statement released by YFU as well on her Twitter account too, and I can send that to, in the link below for you guys to see. So I'm gonna try to take some time to look through it. I can't promise I can do a good summary for you guys. It may be a separate video as well. I can't guarantee, but it is a large number of pages. Because I don't know if you want to see that tiny small little scroll bar, and then 1 out of 356. Oh baby, that's a lot. So we can there's 3 sections here, and there's a TLDR. So we'll just go through the TLDR just for my own sanity. If you guys want to take the time to read the whole document, be my guest. I will try my best to, but I'm not a good reader, I'll admit. 300 looks big to me. Some people who read a lot, it might be a lot. So anyway, sorry, let's go on to start talking about that. So, on the TLDR, for sure, she corroborates saying that yes, corroborates that she and Lou had an agreement outside of Giga Music Group, and then she took a loan called an advance while she joined Giga, and before that, sorry I missed, they had an agreement how it was going to be paid out, and it seemed like Lou had agreed to those payment terms. After paying back her advance, she says that she has not been paid royalties yet, so that means that's maybe why she can't have paid Lou for things. And then it looks like Lou disregarded the agreement and went directly to the CEO and manager of Giga Music Group, that being Madge. And the last bullet point feels more like an opinion, to be honest here, but that's what I feel about that. And so that is all for now, depending on how things go about this whole situation here. I have very few things to say, like I said already, for Digi. I feel more sorry for him that he has to be dragged in, if that's really the case, and I don't know how much he's involved with it. I don't feel like reaching out to him in DMs, because I think he's already under a lot of stress about this anyway. So I'm sorry, guys, I can't get direct DMs unless he feels like it. I'm gonna stay out for now. And I gotta say, I'm gonna use my one F word for YouTube today in this video. Holy fuck! It's gonna be a legal case, possibly for defamation. Oh man. I'm curious how you guys feel about this whole situation in the comments below. I know a few people in my comments have said they distrust YFU. I don't know much about why, so I'd love to hear about that. If there's any reason why I shouldn't be trusting anyone here. Well, there's a lot of stuff that I don't know for sure what happened, so I can't say I trust it. So anyways, that's all I have to say for today. Like, share, sub, and maybe even join my Discord server. I'll link it up there and in the description, maybe in the comments as well. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Boop!